Leo's video. Look at that. Speaking of being on MK Leo's video, we are going into this next set with the two players Kaninabe and Uraomote. So this is going to be Fox versus Wario, which is basically if oh, okay, so we got a hand warmer right now. So in this matchup, of course, Fox can get on Wario very well, but Wario has such hard-hitting moves, and especially with Waft, once Fox gets around to like maybe 20% with full Waft, that could be the stock.
It's quite the polarizing matchup, yeah, that's for sure. It's all about advantage tiers, isn't it? Kaninabe, if you remember, is a up-and-coming Fox player from Japan, practically fully established now after some incredible performances over at Umebura, and then straight afterwards he went abroad, and I forgot what it was, but he did really well. He got top 8. Murush Gaming's finest, and up against him is Uraomote, who is the best Wario in Japan, like I said. He has his days, and then he has his off days. This is clearly one of his days so far. And if he manages to take over Kaninabe here, that would be very impressive. Kaninabe, if I remember correctly, his seeding was absolutely horrendous. He had to like run into a bunch of Steves and also like an Ice Climbers. It's horrible. His seeding was, whoever was trying to seed him in Delta today probably hates him.
Wait, like before this match, or like?
I think if he's in winners round 4, I'm pretty sure he's managed to gotten. He probably will have gotten through some of it. Okay. Which is very impressive. Good to hear that he's still in winner's side, thriving. I would love a deep Kaninabe run.
That'd be great, because lately he's been, I mean, because I think maybe at the very end of last year, he was like you, or beginning of this year actually, he was doing amazing, really, really hot runs all over. But as of late, I don't want to say he's been underperforming, but he's been underperforming.
Yeah.
As of the past few tournaments he's entered.
Yeah, that's true. It's certainly not as the heights of how he was performing over at Umebura. Yeah. And, you know, the tournaments that everyone recognizes him for. But I still think he is somewhat consistent in his performances. I just think that the Umebura performance was like a particular peak, you know, that he had. And coming into this game, quick 41% optimal stuff.
Oh, the footstool.
Oh. When Foxes start going for a bunch of grabs and footstools, that's when you know they're feeling themselves. But then, of course, 3 up airs in a row to get right off the bat, which is kind of Wario's special, getting up airs in a row, sometimes into waft, sometimes into just other confirms. But we're back almost at even, considering the character weight. This is basically even as far as percents go.
Even on Wario is like not that good, because like Wario gets waft, which is like basically a free stock, right?
Yeah, I know. If he has his waft confirms or does it like Gluto and gets just the raw wafts, then yeah, he's basically Kaninabe is playing every game with 2 stocks.
Kaninabe had a chance to end the stock there, and he does with the back air instead. Looking pretty good so far, only 99% taken. Uraomote just needs to look for some kind of string. Up be out of shield doesn't work out. Kaninabe teching to avoid the back air, finds himself a grab, puts him not on the platform, never mind. That was good DI by Uraomote, recognizing that Kaninabe would have gotten 10,000 up airs from that conversion.
That's a really hard combo. He probably labbed it. And he's just okay with the forward tilt coming off the side to even the stocks up, and he was only able to get about 11% of extra credit, so really not much at all. Is okay, it does shield poke. That's what I expected to happen in that scenario. So now, okay, he... that was a weird little interaction. The up tilt knocked him out of the bite.
That was a bit unusual. Maybe Uraomote just being a little too slow and pulling the trigger, but regardless, Kaninabe so far not taking any damage, looking really good at the moment, avoiding all of Uraomote's approaches, and practically no back air coming out, or rather maybe it was just the up air for priority, knowing that back air wouldn't have killed from that position, especially without the rage, it probably wouldn't have done it.
Okay, but Uraomote is getting something started now.
And he has half waft at this point, so full waft should be coming really soon, and I assume he's going to try and get this stock first. Well, he has to get... Okay, and that bike, he has no bike, so that is it.
I lied. Yes.
The bike had just exploded, so I think it was just...
Straight up, I'm just misinforming you. Better stay on your toes, chat. I'm going to be doing that all day.
And so at this point, it's just going to be onto Kaninabe to just approach safely, because he doesn't need to approach. He can just pressure him into the corner and run back when he needs to. that was kind of a risky up smash, or forward smash, but Uraomote was not able to get the punish from it.
72% on Uraomote on his last stock already, almost being lapped in percent right now. Kaninabe is looking really good. As long as he manages to close this game, I'm sure Uraomote probably wants to conserve his waft. Usually in these situations, top-level Warriors will tend to do so. Uraomote shielding the down air.
Yeah, Kaninabe's playing like relatively patient. It's because like Uraomote has like full waft already. There's like no reason to approach anymore.
High recovery from Kaninabe, avoiding the back air. Can't avoid the second one though.
Oh, this is
extremely scary for Kaninabe, because with a full rage, full waft, this is going to kill Fox extremely early. There's the up air. He misses the second one. Okay, that was really good of Kaninabe to reset to the platform to get his invincibility back so he wasn't hit with the second up air, which more than likely would have led to a waft.
Yeah, still needs to play his cards very carefully though. Kaninabe just looking for that one nair, which will lead into a particular move. That I'm sure a lot of people will be very invested in.
Well, we'll see it. We'll see it.
Okay. Yeah, mate. Well, unless Uraomote proves to be wrong here, Kaninabe forced into a tech situation, but Uraomote a little too far. Just looking for that landing up air, which will basically be curtains.
Yeah, at this point, they're both just fishing for one move, and it's nair and up air, and whoever will get the soft. Oh, he went the wrong way. You don't want to see that happen, but he's still at 114%. But with the waft, okay, up smash on the platform to take game one, and it first seems like a very convincing fashion, but Uraomote was right there with the waft, waiting to steal that game away.
Yeah, that was a really impressive call out. I suppose he just completely called out the fact that Uraomote was going to drop onto the platform or just kind of like seep under it. It would have been weird for Uraomote considering he'd already used his double jump. Like, if he were to like air dodge in a weird direction, Kaninabe would have just reacted to it. So it was a scary situation there. And Kaninabe managed to make the most out of it, and he's a game ahead.
I am curious where they're going to go. I don't really see a stage change for the next, because Wario is going to benefit from small battlefield with the small battlefield, with the small blast zones on small battlefield. So I really don't see any major changes.
I mean, the game seemed like convincing for Kaninabe, but like Uraomote's like considering the waft, like the game was like seemed like it was more even than what it seemed like.
It was, because also with waft, you always have that fear factor coming in, and it can make people kind of play unwearily and make kind of human error becomes a big factor, right?
Like especially on Fox, like he's very like he's gonna die to like at like very low percent to waft.
Oh yeah, at that during the last game he was at what 60% when he finally took the last stock. So yeah, that would have been easily a stock with a waft. But getting into this game too, again, it's Kaninabe taking the lead right off the bat. But Uraomote is closing in slowly but surely until he gets hit with an up smash.
Yeah,
getting called out, going back to the stage.
This particular percent, without Uraomote having waft on deck, there's not too much around mid percent that Uraomote will be able to like get with you that does like too much damage. So Kaninabe was basically just in up smash mode at that point. There was like little, I suppose, like, what's the word that I'm looking for? I can think of it in Japanese. It's there's low mitigation. But yeah.
Ah, okay. And okay, I don't think he wanted to back air back to the opposite way, but he's a top player, so he obviously did it on purpose. It was the mix-up. So they're back. And I see kind of Kaninabe just, I don't want to say camping under the platform, but he's happy to just sit under there because it's so hard for Uraomote to approach, and he takes him with an up air off the top.
If you're in the lead like this, then I'm not surprised that you want to be like turtling under the platform in these particular situations there. Small battlefield being very good for doing that, but just as I said, Uraomote finally manages to find the first stock, Kaninabe laying a little bit of damage, and the more as I say this, Uraomote's winner's side run is kind of fizzling out of his hands.
Well, if it's Wario, I don't think we can like count him out. Like, if he takes the stock when like Wario gets like 110%, that's still even.
Yeah, and full waft just came in.
Full
right
waft
as
definitely kills the ledge here. That's very true. Oh! Unfortunately, no tech situation on the platform. That could have been really, really good for Uraomote if Kaninabe stayed on the platform there. But look at this, all of a sudden, Kaninabe very close to being able to...
Okay!
Oh!
What were you saying about Waft killing at the ledge?
Yeah.
There it goes. He has
Listen,
those.
all I'm saying is it's doable. Put on with it. The magic of Wario. You never know. And you know now.
Okay, that was clean.
And now
that
we
was
know.
very clean.
Yeah, he just called out the missed tech on Uraomote. Maybe Uraomote did it on purpose to kind of, because I'm sure he was expecting the tech in place, and so he tried to stay down, but unfortunately he had no invincibility when he was down on the ledge. Kaninabe got the up smash, and that is all she wrote.
Well, there you go. One of Japan's most prolific Foxes, along with Passeriman, who I think has to play MK Leo if he's still in winners. That would be a funny game to watch. Otherwise,
Looks like Zomba is coming up. Zomba is coming up, maybe. No, he's not. I lied. He is going to the other stream.
Here? Okay, well.
He's talking to Kaninabe.
Regardless of what happens, I'm sure we'll have a game for us soon. I'm probably going to switch off for a bit because I'm going to commentate later either way.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Thank you, Sean.
Yep. So anyone want to come in?
Okay, we got Base Mage coming up. Are you sure you're going to get off?
I changed my
Might
mind.
as well stay on. Might as well stay on. We got the Puff Specialist coming in as the Puff Specialist is getting on the sticks.
Yeah, sure.
So we have Base Mage, and I looked at the bracket earlier, but I cannot remember who he was seeded to play right now. So we will just have to wait and see when they come up who it is. And I don't recognize him, but he's coming up with Joy-Con, so we know it's going to be a banger.
Joy-Cons.
Joy-Con. Joy-Cons. I'm
The
thinking
Joy-Cons.
Joy-Con players.
There should only be like a few people.
Yeah, it does kind of
it's not
narrow
Higa-chan.
it down.
I know. He's too old to be Higa-chan, so no Ganondorf Puff, unfortunately. So it'll be Puff versus. Do you know who this is, Sean? Or Zone? Better yet?
I don't know yet. Maybe
I don't
if
know
I see
yet
the
either.
name.
I don't know.